We all have Thanksgiving traditions. As a turkey roasts in the oven, many sit in front of the TV and watch football or parades. While not traditional, as an adolescent I would watch movies. While I would mix things up from year to year, there was always a few that remained in rotation. One such film was Gone Fishin'. Released in 1997, Gone Fishin' is a buddy comedy centering around Joe and Gus, lifelong friends traveling to the Everglades to fish. Things go well until they cross into Florida, where their car is stolen, pulling the pair into a murder mystery involving a knife, a map, and an alligator named Maggie. John G. Avildsen was originally hired to direct, but was fired after 2 weeks. He was still paid his $2 million salary before Christopher Kane was brought on. Famous for Young Guns and The Next Karate Kid, Kane directed the movie well, getting decent performances from the cast and providing the audience with interesting cinematography. The only downer is the on-set accident that occurred while filming one of the boat scenes, which resulted in the death of stuntwoman Janet Walder. Instead of sliding up a ramp and over a mangrove hedge, the boat flipped over the side and landed in a crowd of crew members. Joe Pesci and Danny Glover played Joe and Gus. While not their best performance together, the pair have chemistry, which helps their characters' believability. Despite this, Pesci's performance was lambasted by critics, with one even jesting that the Academy should ask him to return his Oscar. Granted, Pesci's performance isn't as memorable as Goodfellas or even Home Alone. It's adequate enough for the film, although I believe Glover eclipses him here emotion-wise, especially during the lightning scene. As an aside, Glover admitted to appearing in the film strictly for the paycheck. At different points, John Travolta, John Candy, and Rick Moranis were attached to the film. While speculation on my part, Travolta left because of director turnover before Avildsen. Candy sadly passed away before production began, and Moranis eventually retired. The "Oh, Gus" construction worker from the beginning is played by Four Seasons member Tommy DeVito, who is close friends with Joe Pesci. Nick Brimble, Carol Kane, Rosanna Arquette, Lynn Whitfield, and Willie Nelson round out the supporting cast. Kane plays Pesci's wife in a throwaway role. While nice to see her, she's wasted here. Brimble was perfectly cast as antagonist conman Decker Massey, playing the role with the right amount of smug coolness. Even before the film's halfway through, we want our heroes to catch him, and this intensifies once he pulls a gun on the pair. While a glorified cameo, Willie is fine as fishing sensation Billy Pooler. While his appearance in the third act is a deus ex machina, given his profession it's logical that he'd be out there, even if the timing is improbable. Willie also sang the film's theme song, Down in the Everglades. Like many films, Gone Fishin' went over budget. While I haven't been able to find solid numbers on how far over, the final cost totaled $53 million. While the accident played a part, Disney pushing the film back didn't help. Originally set to hit theaters in the summer of '96, Disney rushed the release back to winter, switching it to their Hollywood Pictures division in the process. It was pushed back again and debuted on May 30th, 1997, opening in third place behind The Lost World and Addicted to Love. It ended up grossing slightly under $20 million, with critics lambasting it as unfunny and formulaic. The film is indeed formulaic, but as I've said in the past, that isn't an automatic negative. It depends on how one executes the idea. On that end, while I wouldn't call the film unfunny, there are jokes that fall flat, either from staging, editing, or writing. There are legitimately funny moments, but none are burst-laugh gags. Joe and Gus might not be the best protagonists. They do make many questionable decisions, but I root for them. It's a testament to Pesci and Glover's acting abilities. The only other aspect I can heavily praise is Randy Edelman's score, which perfectly captures the adventurous spirit of a fishing trip. Even if one despises the film, I bet he or she will be humming the main theme. Even though I hate to use the word on a film I do enjoy, Gone Fishing is mediocre. Why do I enjoy this movie? It's hard to express with words. Nostalgia plays a part, even though I try to keep it in check, but it's not the sole reason. I enjoy the leads, there are a handful of moments that make me smile, and the pair do learn a lesson about enjoying life in the end. Fishing being integral to the plot helps too, as it was one of my childhood hobbies, one that my paternal grandmother started me on. Happy belated Thanksgiving, and I hope you're all borderline living.